CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40 meter, KB2 UKA calling. CQ40. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. What's going on, Andy? I don't know. 40's not open yet over here, or just no one's here, because on the extra portion of the band, there's definitely signals. So we'll keep calling. CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40 meter. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40 meter. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere. QRZ. Yeah, usually, even here on the East Coast of the U.S., there's usually people on the General already at 6 a.m. on a Sunday. But if we go down here...
Most of the sites have a way of sorting and allowing you to look at some particular kind of radio gear. But QRZ also has a category for ham-built gear. So I may try to sell some of the stuff that I had built and that I'm not using anymore. And one of the things, of course, is the power supply for the big amplifier. And
CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha. CQ40 meter, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK. I'm on the wrong frequency. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40 meter, Long Island, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt America, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt America, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
KB2 UKA, this is Alpha 5 Romeo, AA5R, over.
All right, finally, there's someone out there. Alpha 5 Romeo. Alpha 5 Romeo. Is it Alpha 5 Romeo November or just Romeo? Over.
Just Romeo, that's all.
All right, Roger. Oh, I see. My log software is bringing up a similar call ending in November that we worked before, but we didn't. Good morning. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. 50 miles east of New York City, and about a mile from the Long Island Sound. Good signal into New York this morning, 5 and 8. 5 and 8, how do you copy? Over?
I got you 5 and 6. Sitting here, I'm trying to run a box. Okay, that's better, I think. Not running a box. Anyway, name is D-Roy. I'm in Austin, Texas. And anyway, just tuning across and heard you calling. Not much going on down here. Just a little early in the morning, just tuning around. So anyway, good to hear you in there. I don't think we've ever talked before, but there's the first time. KB2 UKA, this is AA5R.
All right, Leroy, Roger. Yep, this is the first time. Yeah, I've been up early today. Got up at 4:30 Eastern. I got on the radio around 5. And boy, oh boy, not much in the general portion here. One or two signals down in the extra portion. But 40's been very quiet so far in the early morning. You're my first contact. Just sitting here calling CQ. So I'm glad you answered. I'm running a Sunsdr2 DX. That's that Expert Electronics SDR radio. I'm putting out about 1,100 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical, 90 65-foot ground radials, and a remote legal limit tuner out there at the base of the antenna. And I do all my audio processing through a digital audio workstation called Cakewalk. I'm running a Stellar X2 condenser mic, and I basically have a studio rack built in to the computer with software. Over.
Yeah, fun business, Doug. It sounds great. It's a wider signal than many of the signals on the band. Using the Flex 6600 and the Flex amplifier and a center foot doublet with a tuner. And I don't know, running about 1400 watts. Anyway, with the bass on that last transmission, it went all the way down to the noise level, but then it came right back up. I flipped over to your QRZ webpage, and I used one of those tuners for a little while. But I burned it up. They say legal limit, but when you read the fine print, you find out that it's not really rated for key down 1,500 watts. I was using it on FT8, and it didn't take that for very long before it let the smoke out and ended up with the circuit board. Had a big hole burned into it, and anyway, it didn't do the job for continuous full power. But really great lasting while it lasted. Anyway, I guess I'll turn it back to you, Doug. Running out of steam here. KB2 UKA. This is AA5R.
Oh, yeah, Roger. Well, I've had this in line for a little over a year, and they're hit or miss with MFJ. This one, so far, so good. On digital, I probably run 650 through it. That's probably the max that I do. I touch legal limit, though, on sideband, but as you just said, that's a lot different than key down digital. Yep, I am wide right now. There's no one around, so I'm just playing around. I'm 4K wide. When the band starts getting active here, I'll narrow up. So I'm actually 32 hertz low and 4,000 hertz wide. So that's that ESSB stuff. I figure if I'm playing with all this audio stuff, may as well. So if you're listening 4K wide, I hope it sounds good to you. Over.
don't know. I'm not really looking at the base, but there's some peaks down, down a little bit below 100 hertz. But anyway, 3.9 is where I'm kind of measuring it here on the display. I sometimes think this rig is more of a test instrument. Of course, it works as a rig, and your rig also. It's having such a nice display gives you a test instrument as well as a rig. So anyway, looking good and sounding good this morning, Doug. Over.
Well, I appreciate it, Leroy. You as well. I'm also live streaming on YouTube. So if you put my call, there's also a link on the QRZ page. If you put my call, KB2UKA, into the search box, you'll find the live video. Not much on it, but you and me, my friend. And me calling CQ for probably a half hour. No, I haven't had it on that long. We're about 16 minutes into the video, so if you want to watch it back at another time, I actually have to edit it here. It still has yesterday's date. There we go. Now we got today's date in the title. You'll find the live video, and you'll be able to hear and see your signal report into New York. Over.
Hey, that sounds good. I'll have to look at it. One thing I'm wondering, what's this, I don't get on 40 meters in the morning much, but what's this stuff at 7245 and down around 7157 or so? Are you seeing that on the band? What is that noise? Over.
So the one down in the 150s, that could still be Cuba. Cuba was jamming frequencies right around there. I don't know what it is. The 40, I don't have my display opened up wide enough. There was some digital stuff going on up there earlier, but it doesn't seem amateur radio related. It's just garbage. Over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like some kind of a, telemetry or something, though. But sites like that, at first I thought maybe it was some kind of local switching power supply or something, but I don't know. I haven't seen it before. It was 7215, and then the other one down there, anyway. Well, if it is jamming, it's just peculiar to those frequencies. It's not, real wide band over here. KB2 UKA, this is AA5 on.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I think there's always noise. There's always digital stuff on 40. I've been transmitting again a little over a year. I took a 7-year break, and I started transmitting in July of 2020. And I was surprised to see all the stuff in the general portion of the 40-meter band that I didn't remember seeing there. You always have the broadcast frequencies and all that fun stuff, but yeah, a lot of digital noise that's not normally there. All right, Leroy, I appreciate answering the CQ call and keeping me company here. I'm going to see if I'm getting out anywhere else. My son woke up a little while ago. My daughter will probably be up any minute. And then Daddy's got to make breakfast. So I'm going to say 73 to you. Hope you have a blessed Sunday and a beautiful week. Thank you so much for the first contact. Alpha Alpha 5 Radio, KB2UKA. And my good friend Andy crossed the ponds on the YouTube page. And he's listening in and he says, you sound great. So I hope you watch it there. My other friend Todd just said... Yeah, we're not looking that low, Todd. He was saying 7074 and 7076 is FT8. Yeah, we weren't looking at that, brother. There's stuff in the general portion here and just the normal garbage. So 73, Leroy. Take care.
Okay, 73, Doug. Good talking with you this morning. And maybe see you again. KB2 UKA. A5R.
Yeah, Todd, the stuff on 215, the normal garbage on 155. Hold on one second, guys. Got to mute here for a second. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Got to pour some cereal. All right, guys, I'm back. What'd I miss? I don't think I missed anything, right? Had to pour some Honey Nut Cheerios. KB2 UK back on frequency. Is the frequency in use? CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling, CQ40, CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. Well, no cereal for me, Todd. It's not keto. I've been on keto for almost 2 years now. I only cheat maybe like once or twice a month. Except when we went to Florida, I gained 10 pounds that 1 week. But then I lost it in 5 days. I eat just meat, cheese, and vegetables. That's it. Lots of fresh mozzarella. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, any station, anywhere, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter. Kilo Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ. Man, I don't get it. Look at this, guys. Hold on. So the SFI is 92. There should definitely be more signals on 40 meter right now. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UK calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, QRZ. I hear you, brother. Low copy. Whiskey Station. Try again.
Whiskey 2, Tango Echo. This should be better. I just turned on the amp. Name here is Walter. I'm in Long Island, New York.
Walter, I'm on Long Island, New York. That's why. I'm on a big old vertical. So I'm surprised I'm hearing you at all. I'm just north of you. I'm in Kings Park. Over.
Okay, fine. I don't have your call or your name. I just happened to be tuning around. I saw the strong signal on my spectroscope, so I spun up to it. Fine on Kings Park. Okay. What's your call sign and name?
Sure. Call sign is Kilowatt Bravo 2 Uniform Kilowatt Alpha, KB2 UKA, and the name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and you're right on the ocean, I'm right on the sound, my friend, over.
Okay, very good, Doug. Let me write that down in a logbook before I forget it. KB2 UKA, Okay, very good. Yes, well, I'm not quite on the ocean. I'm almost on the bay. I'm about a quarter mile north of the Breakdown Bay, on a creek, very close to a creek on the bay. And the rig here is a Icon 7610, and the amplifier is a PW1, and the antenna is an inverted V at 35 feet. So there's no problem with your vertical. Are you elevated at all there? I'm 11 feet above sea level here.
Oh God, I haven't checked. I don't remember. I'm definitely more than 11. I'm probably about 180, maybe 150 to 200. I'm a mile from the sound. So Sunken Meadow Beach. I'm the exit before Sunken Meadow, and then I go a little bit north from there. So that's where I am. I'm running a Sunsdr2 DX. That's a SDR radio made by Expert Electronics. I'm doing about 1,100 watts right now with a Mercury III solid state amplifier. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. It's become very, very popular over the last year. I bought it a little over a year ago, right when it was starting to become popular. It's an amplifier, fully automatic LD MOS transistor amp that is sold in kit form. A gentleman in southern Florida gets the parts together for you, and he ships it to your door. And very easy assembly, about a 3-hour assembly, and it's just a beast. It does 12 to 1,300 watts. pretty much depending on what band you're on. Fully automatic, beautiful LCD touchscreen, and about half to the third of the cost of the same amplifier if it had a brand name on it. And that's going into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical with 90 65-foot ground radials and a legal limit tuner. And I do all my audio processing through digital audio workstation software. So I basically have a studio audio rack, but all built into software. Over.
Okay, very good, Doug. That's very impressive, too. I have not heard of that amplifier, or the radio for that matter. But that's not unusual. Okay, and flying on the 43-foot vertical, I have a friend, Isla Perez, that has that set up, and it's very effective for him. NO2C.
Yeah, Todd, everything's delayed. Everything.
Same antenna, very, very effective on all bands. And, okay, is your tuner at the base of the vertical, or is it in your shack?
Nope, it's outside. It's right at the base. It's that MFJ remote tuner that's rated legal limit.
Okay, very good. Well, his is in the shack, and I think the base of the vertical is much more effective. Okay, very good. Very good. Nice setup. It's funny we haven't met before, Doug. I've been around a long time. And in this QTH here, a very long time, actually. And I'm a member of several clubs. The Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club is my neighborhood club, so to speak, but I'm also a member of the LIDXA. Past president of that, by the way. Past president of both clubs. And also Limehouse and Longfield. Relatively recent member of Longfield, which of course is your neighborhood club, I suppose. Okay, very good, Doug. And might you be a member of Longfield, and are you active on the 14721 repeater at all?
So I'm 41. I got licensed at 13 as a tech, and I grew up in Huntington. So you might, and I was a member of Larkfield for a few years as a kid. And my neighbor, W2NDR, Matt was a big member back then in the early 90s. W2NDR, he's the one that got me into ham radio. And then I wasn't really active in the club. I used to go to the field day up in West Hills. I think that's where it was. And then in my mid-20s, I upgraded to general. And then I got married and left Huntington and went to Connecticut for a few years. And I was on and off operating there. And then we had children 8 and 7 years ago. We have 2 children. My daughter's 8. My son is 7. And ironically, I did not operate for 7 years after having kids. And we moved back to Long Island. January will be 8 years ago. So we've been in Kings Park for 8 years, and I set the station up again last July. So I'm all in this time, Walter. I'm addicted to the hobby. I transmit almost every day, usually very early in the mornings on the weekends like now. And I have not joined a club, and I might rejoin Larkfield. I also need to upgrade and take my extra. Because I'm on so early in the morning, all the activity is on the lower portion of 80 and 40, so it's about time I upgrade. But that's a story here. Over.
Very good. Very interesting story. Okay, KD2UKA, W2PE. Well, my age is 89. Licensed in 1949 when I was a senior in high school. on and off the air, just like almost everyone else. I got married in 54, and I was then inactive till 74 almost. And when I came back in 74, I went all in. Started chasing DX and so forth. Had a impressive DX record on 5-band DXBC and so forth. And then in the mid-90s, I kind of dropped out again. And I was retired when I played golf almost every day and so forth and so on. And I just came back in 2016. So, and when I took all the old equipment out of storage, not much of it worked. So I bought a 7300 when it first came out, December 2016, I think, or November. And a year later, I bought the 7610, only because it has a video output, and I have the display on it. Right now it's on a 20-inch monitor, and then I put it on a 27-inch monitor. I'm legally blind, so I need the magnification. At any rate. And by the way, I would, Las Vegas Needs members, I would recommend it. They have a great president right now. I think it's called VG, AA2VG, I think it has. Yes, AA, Alpha Alpha 2, Victor Golf, Peter. And he's retiring as president in a few months, I think. I don't know who the new one will be. I'm not that active in the club. But I've attended a few meetings. I only joined a year or two ago. But Peter is also a member of the Long Island CW Club, and I've been on field trips with him, and that's why I joined Las Vegas. And their field day now is on the Alderfield's library's front lawn. They moved from West Hills a few years back. And it's a modest setup on the lawn, and a low-key operation. They don't go crazy. So, and they meet at the Huntington Senior Center on Park Avenue and 25A. I would urge you to look into it. Okay, very good. And by the way, I primarily operate CW. But I listen in the mornings at more or less to check propagation. On active on 75 meters phone, there's a breakfast club net there on 3838, which you might want to listen to from time to time. It runs from 6:30 a.m. To a little at 7:15 or thereabouts. And they start, the pre-net starts as early as 5:30 sometimes. And net control is up in the Rochester area. It's a great guy. W2 Fox Bravo Sierra. So you may want to check that. In fact, they're on right now, by the way. I think over there. But at any rate, and it's great meeting you with a great signal. I'm running about, I think, 500 watts now. I'm driving the CW1 with 18 watts. So, how about that for a ramble on, Doug? Back to you, W2TE.
No, that was good, Walter. It's good. That's the whole point we're on here, is to talk to each other. And I just looked Peter up. I think I might know him. My office is in Huntington. I'm on East Carver Street near the Paramount Theater, right when you get into town. You know what? I think you inspired me, and I'm going to log into the Larkfield website and fill out the membership form today. I think I'm going to join. Yep, and I know where they meet, near the Cinema Arts Center there on Park and 25A. So it'll also motivate me to take the extra. I remember taking the tech exam back in '92 at Huntington Town Hall. That's where Larkfield gave it. I'm wondering if they still give it there. I would think they might. All right, Walter. Well, I hope you have a blessed Sunday. I'm waiting for, my son's already up. He's eating his Cheerios. So my daughter should be up any minute. So I'm going to make another CQ call or two here. And I'm good on QRZ with the email. And maybe we'll cross paths again. So, Whiskey 2 Tango Echo from KB2 UKA 73, my friend. Take care.
Okay, fine, Doug. And by the way, you probably do know Peter. He's actually Dr. Peter DeLuca. He's a retired pulmonary surgeon. Well, I'm not sure he's a surgeon, but he's a retired pulmonary specialist. Okay, very good. And I think they may give the exams at the town hall. I don't know. And I don't think they're giving BE instruction right now. In fact, hardly anyone is. And by the way, that's going to start online soon. In fact, well, the extra won't come until early next year. But there's a fellow in Virginia or Maryland, K3 RA, Kilowatt 3 Romeo Alpha. His name is Roland. Will be doing Zoom instruction on starting I think September 8th with tech, and then with general, and then extra. And by the way, I got my extra in '74 when at that time, if you had been licensed 25 years earlier, and you had an extra class license, you could get a 2-letter call, and that inspired me to do it. That's when I got this great call. Okie doke, I'll let you go, and maybe I'll see you on 147-210, their repeater. And they have an excellent repeater, by the way, and with very little usage, like most of the repeaters these days. Okay, Doug, enjoy. And we'll catch you down the log, as you say.
That's great, Mike.
KB2 UKA W2TE clear. 73, old boy.
73, Walter. We shall meet again, my friend. Take care. All right, let's see if anyone else has a copy on me. This is KB2 UKA CQ CQ40 Kilo Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha QRZ. Station returning, very, very low copy on you. It's the band's fault, not yours. You could try one more time, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Go ahead. Negative copy. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UKA, CQ40. CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America, CQ40, KB2 UKA, QRZ. CQ40, CQ40 meter, KB2 UKA calling. CQ40, CQ40 meter, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America, CQ40, KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, any station anywhere, QRZ. Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Quebec Zulu. Gary, good morning. How you doing, brother? Oh, yeah, it was nothing. It was just a whole lot of water. The air was almost dead. There was such little wind. That storm made a hard right turn about 3, 4 in the morning, and instead of making a direct hit, it missed the island completely and then went up to Connecticut and Massachusetts. However, we had horrible thunderstorms 2 nights ago. That did a little damage in the neighborhood. We fared that one all right, though, as well. Over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was watching. I'm glad it didn't hit you guys directly. All we've been dealing with down here is just heat we're not supposed to have this time of year, and hopefully that's going to fade soon. Getting a little tired of the heat. Much rather have winter. You can put on more clothes and you can legally take off.
Yeah, I agree. You can make yourself warmer. It's difficult to make yourself cooler. After that storm Friday night, it cooled down here. High today is only going to be 75, no humidity. I think it warms up again at the end of next week. So that's really it here. 40 has been absolutely dead this morning. I've been on very early. You're my second QSO, and my first one was about 15 miles from me. Over.
15 miles is interesting. Yeah, I've got you at like 5'9", maybe a little plus here and there. So I've also got you on a vertical right now, too. First time I was trying to call you a second ago, I didn't know I had the power turned down because I've been spinning around cleaning up.
Yeah, there's fading going on. You're anywhere from 4x5 to 5x8. Big difference, depending on the second of your transmission. But I hear you.
Very good. Well, I'm just ready to get this one. I've been trying to get a hold of you since after, when everything had passed. I've been missing you. I've been seeing your feed pop on YouTube, and either I'm not here or I just missed you by a few minutes. So I'm going to let you go so you can catch anybody else on the air. I'm just sitting here spinning around listening. This KO4 DQZ, I'll be clearing into good one, guys.
All right, cool, Gary. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, all these notifications are going off. Sorry. Yep, all my audio is now fully digital. Everything's being done via software. So no more XAir, just full digital audio workstation. How's it sound to you? Over. All right, cool, Gary. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for, let's see, how many is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5. I forget to log sometimes, so at least 5. So Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Quebec Zulu from KB2 UKA 73. All right, let's see if anyone else has a copy. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
WA4WM.
Wow, big signal. WA4W. James, good morning. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. About 50 miles east of New York City. Mile from the Long Island Sound. You're 5 and 9. How copy? Over.
Fine copy. This is WA4WM, Whiskey Alpha 4, Whiskey Mike. Sorry about the voice, I just woke up. I was having trouble sleeping, my sinuses are giving me a fit. So I decided to get up before I had some kind of choking problem or something, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a nice morning this morning. It's overcast. We're in Waverly, Tennessee. About 60 miles west of Nashville, and
he's got a good signal.
5, 9 plus, going close to 20, and so quite a bit of fade, but nothing to worry about. And so we're running barefoot. We're running an ICOM 7300 into a 2-element, 2 dipoles driven by a Chrisman combiner, and it's mounted on a old TH6DX. I've got a TH8DX now, up about 45 feet, 45 feet, something like that. So, and I'm sorry I missed your name again. Mine's Bill. Back to you.
All right, Bill, Roger. Well, you're sounding phenomenal. We must have a great path, and that antenna is doing all your heavy lifting, definitely. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been up early today, too. I got up at 4:30 Eastern. I got on the radio at 5, and 40, there's been not much. You're my third QSO. Third one. First one was about 10, 15 miles from me. Second one was a little bit further, and you're the furthest so far. I'm running here a Sunsdr2 DX, about 1200 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical with 90 ground radials at 65 feet in length and a legal limit tuner remotely at the base of the antenna. I'm doing some heavy-duty audio processing, but I do it all digitally through a digital audio workstation. So everything's done via software. It's a condenser mic that goes into a USB audio interface. And then I basically have a digital studio rack in the software. And then the SDR software picks that up and turns it into RF. Over.
Oh, fine business, Doug. Sounds like you've got it planned out there. A little over my head with the audio, but it sounds good. That's for sure. And yeah, I'm just running the simple old Lycom hand mic that came with this rig, and I tweaked the audio a little bit because I do have a what's the thing called? I forgot now. I have to look it up. A headset with a it's got a electric mic, and it had I'm trying to remember now. It was whether it was bassy. I think it was. I believe it was a little bit bassy, or maybe it was the other way. I can't remember now. Anyway, I looked at my graphics screen, my audio screen, and thought, well, that doesn't look good. It's not real even. So I tweaked the controls in the radio a little bit and got it so the bandpass pattern looked pretty well even all the way across. But I'm not running that mic right now. I'm running the mic that came with the radio, so I don't know what kind of effect it has. So, can you read my audio graph? Take a look at it and see am I pretty well even, or because I got a little bit of a bassy voice, and right now it's right raspy. So back to you, Doug. WA4W.
Well, I just, excuse me, I just stretched out the pan adapter, so I'm going to give you a better reading next time you transmit. But what I'm seeing right now, you're about 3,200 wide, and you're filling up the envelope quite nicely. I'm also live streaming on YouTube right now, and I've got about 7 or 8 guys here in the chat, and they're all commenting how great your audio sounds, which it does. It sounds phenomenal. If you put my call sign into YouTube, KB2UKA, you'll find the live video. We're about 54 minutes in right now. The first 40 minutes is just me calling CQ because no one was answering. And you can watch this anytime. You don't have to watch it now live. You'll see the video with today's date in the title. And just fast forward to about 49 minutes and you'll find our QSO. Over.
Oh, okay. Curious, are you in the broadcasting business, or is it totally amateur?
Totally amateur. 100%. I'm in the finance business, the money management business. I got into this ESSB audio stuff about 5-6 months ago, and it's become an obsession. I went from a 7-component analog studio rack to a 1-component combination between a piece of hardware and a piece of software. That's called a Behringer X-Air. And now I'm just fully digital with what's called a DAW, a digital audio workstation. And you'll see part of it up on the live stream. And right now as I'm talking, there's a little delay. It's about a 7-second delay on the live stream. but I'm basically pointing to my digital studio rack. So I go a condenser mic into that interface, and then in the software, I've got an EQ, a parametric EQ, and then a aural exciter, which gives a little definition to the bass and to the highs, then into a compressor, then into a gate, because I am on a condenser mic. So the gate kind of prevents the background noise in the room. And then a touch of reverb for some artificial room ambience. But you're sounding great. And yes, I have the audio spectrum stretched out here, and you're very well balanced. Over.
Fine business, fine business. I never had anybody tell me whether they looked on the scope to see what it looked like. So that's good. I see I'm kicking up just a little bit of SWR. I didn't hit the tuner before I started. Not much. Not enough to worry about. This antenna radio is just a simple 7300, but this antenna, I put it together. It's got quarter wave free space. It's 34 feet spacing between the ends. They're dipoles with little loading coils wound on 1-inch lucite rod out about, I guess it's 7 or 8 feet from the center. And the antennas are matched at approximately 7,200. And they're overall about 38 feet in length. And I'm using RG6 75 ohm coax because I don't have an amplifier, and there's no need for heavy cable with the amplifier. I figure the 75 ohm would work better with a dipole, but whether it does or not, I don't know. I've never tried it with a 50 ohm matching network, but it's got the typical 81. It's either 81 or 82 degrees for the length of the transmission line on each side, and then I think it's a 72 ohm piece in the middle and 2 81 ohm pieces, and the 72 ohm piece can switch back and forth with the relay. In fact, the band's not too good. You won't see much. We're probably coming in at fairly high angle. I experimented with a friend who lives about 8 miles from me, and
No problem, Corey. That's why I love doing this.
I can see about 18 dB with a steady path. Ground wave at 8 miles. It's about 18 dB front to back, and I don't know how much gain, but 18 dB is nice. So anyway, I've got this aimed at you now, and I'm going to flip the switch. Now here's the backside. Here's the backside of the antenna. You can see now we got some USB, and like I said, high angle. You don't see the gain. You don't see the front to back like you do at a low angle. And here's back on your heading again. And I did not zero the antenna for your heading. I've got it set at about 45 degrees, which is probably pretty close to Long Island. So what'd you say, Doug?
So right now, I use an MFJ noise canceling box because I'm on the vertical. So when you watch the YouTube video, whatever your S reading is on my meter, just add 1 to it. Because as I null the noise, I also null the strength of the signal. So you were about 5.7, 5.8 before you switched it. When you switched it, maybe you were a touch under 5.7, 5.8, but the strength of the audio declined. So it's very, very effective for you, especially if you work in signals in opposite directions. Over?
I found that when it gets real noisy from Europe, I can flip that thing and I can pick up South America, a little bit better. But then when down the islands in the Caribbean, or not the Caribbean, the Pacific, if I aim it down that way, I can just about eliminate the noise coming from Europe. And it's also neat, like if I'm talking into South Africa with somebody, and like they have a net director that's from California, and they're exactly opposite on mine. So all I have to do is hit the switch, and I got full gain going to South Africa, and then flip it, and then the guy that's running the net, he goes way down in the mud, and then when I flip it back to him, it's like, oh, where'd he come from? It's kind of fun. And people look at it and go, wow. But that's when you have low angle, you can really see it, but you can't do it too much with higher angle. I got to get some coffee or something to get my voice back together here. I'm a little bit lost. Been having a rough week. Actually, it's been a terrible year. In April, my wife and I buried our fur baby we had for 15 years. We had her all but 3 years of her life. She was 18, and so that was rough. But it's been a terrible week. I lost my wife last Sunday to China virus. She died of the COP pneumonia. I was there. It was rough. But anyway, I'm getting better. So anyway, I'm gonna bow out of here. I gotta get me a cup of coffee and shake the cobwebs out. So anyway, been a pleasure, Doug. Been nice talking with you, and maybe we'll catch you down the log a little bit. So best 73s, and you have a good one. Enjoy that rig. WA4WM.
All right, Bill. Roger, so sorry for your loss. God bless you, and I know he is. And we got to get a handle on this thing. So I appreciate the contact. I'm glad we were able to work each other. Thank you for the nice QSO. I'm good on QRZ. I hope you enjoy the YouTube feed. I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love how you sound. That's what got me into doing this. I took a 7-year break from the hobby, and I started transmitting a year ago. A little over a year ago again. And one of my first contacts, who's now my good friend, Whiskey 7 Hotel United, down in Cutler Bay, Florida, Alex, I'm talking to him, and he says, go throw my call sign into YouTube. You're live on YouTube. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. So I started imitating him, because that's a good indication of flattery. And I started doing it for other amateurs as well. So I hope you enjoy it. So God bless, Bill. Whiskey Alpha 4, Whiskey Mike from KB2, UKA. I'm going to clear out of here as well. 73, my friend. Take care.
73, God bless.
All right, guys. I've been up since 4:30. I hear the second one is awake. So I got to go put some Honey Nut Cheerios in her bowl as well. 73, everyone. Have a great day. I'll try to sneak on here a little bit again later. Take care.